Alright, we're second pick here. The second pick, and it's probably not gonna be us getting, getting Razzie B at all, considering we're a second pick. So, just gonna spec ban him out, not really care too much more. Just cause, you know, there's no reason to let him through at all. I learned my lesson last time around. I say learned my lesson. We won 3-2, but it's still not the thing to do. Just don't let him through at all in any retrospect. Because if it's a ban, it's a ban. It's whatever at the end of the day, you know? My immediate thoughts, like, yeah. If our teammate doesn't want to run Julie, I'll probably run Julie in that case then. And then I can just respect it bad. It's just does the enemy run her? That's the big question mark on my hand. They do have explosive entrance to pair well with Aimee, but I could also just go Estelle like I did last game, last recording session and all. Considering how, you know, high priority it is to very much so get your kills on this map. Okay, well, those bits were both taken out of the water, so instead I will stick with Aimee exactly so. The question is, do I go Pummers at all? I think I definitely could, just because it's Aimee's and explosive existing as well. This should be a very volatile game, so I think I'm gonna play towards that. Yeah, exactly so. Alrighty, everybody's a Pummer, everybody's explosive entrance. We're gonna see how it goes. It's a giant button, Juno is the main thing, so we're really just gonna have to make sure that, you know, if a duel comes one way or not, we're prepared to follow up on it. That is an overcast of the century, but Estelle used all of her stuff and didn't kill me, which is all that matters here, quite frankly. I was about to say, I wasn't confident to keep it down below with me right then and there, so I was just trying to push in with an opposite angle. Julie used her stuff way early right there. I got the barrier. Now if I can just preserve my life, that's what matters. And then this firewall sentry is to cut the forwards off, potentially. Is the thought process. Ah! He overcast a little too much! Execution was bad by me right there. Really tried to get something going. Beats the Dread, potentially. That is burst used, at the very least. Covering the top. Keeping it low as much as we could there. Alright, it's my head on the table, potentially, if I can get a burst. Overcast was a little there. Juno Blobbo waited out the Julie hit, but all good. The fact that I had my burst priority and I just didn't actually line up a demon angle right there was me just on nerves and just trying to make sure that I can beat it before Julie. Because if we got a strike, potentially, I thought that it could definitely just be a strike hit scenario to where the sword just falls out of reach for us, and then, you know, all hell just basically breaks loose. And I just didn't want to have part of it. Grab the top half, because it has to be done. Julie's walking me down. Yeah, Jet's just kind of getting beat up by Julie with dash punches in the beginning, and the fact that, you know, we do not have the best immediate lanes is bad. I might, sorry, I was about to say, I'm going to see if I can potentially call for a potential lane swap with Dret to help on the line then. Because otherwise, I just need to find ways to help unlock our game here. I have to be respectful, unfortunately, just because of, you know, how low stature I am. Dret got the barrier, though. So that's right, it's just a lot to top away. We're going to cheat it around for what we can. Nice dribbling. Jump there. Nah, keep it up. Julie can look at me all she wants. Yeah, she would just walk towards me and just press Flame Fury, which would have killed, but I got to cheat my way past Estelle, and that's all that matters. So not only do I, you know, is my life saved, but my energy is preserved for what is going to be a burst soon enough, potentially. I'm respectful, Julie, just because, let's face it, I don't want to get dash punched and lose my life when, you know, we are right there. It says that's a little dangerous considering, you know, how that corner initially went. Great kill! Might not even have to use my burst here. Well, not gonna get the cutoff that I want because I wasn't looking at Julie. Juno should get a play, potentially. Snaps back. Ooh, what a save! Nothing but respect right there. So I'd say burst is gonna have to be used just because of how the cutoff didn't go the way we wanted it to. Really, really good burst. Line myself up, get a stun to follow up with Dret. Good play right there. Alright, even if at the end of the day, I still lost my burst, we got the better end of it, and Dret was able to find a kill, which is huge. I feel like Prize Fighter would, yeah, of course, the two traits that, you know, immediately span off of getting kills are going to change the entire landscape of this game. Cheat. Yeah, that forced Julie out. She lost her own burst. So now, I should have evaded, I was about to say, unless Estelle commits everything, in which case now it's just Dret that gets to force in with his abilities. That's totally fine. So yeah, Estelle lowered the playing field, but fact is, I have a better cheat. What the heck is going on? Oh, don't tell me we lose the set off of this malarkey. Alright, I cheated it down to Dret. That's all that we need, baby. That's all that we need. Even if I lagged right there, Dret was able to 23 finish because I still got the feed. Oh, jeez. If we lost the set off of me lagging on the respawn, that would have been horrible. Prize Fighter's here. So is Catalyst. Dret getting heavy impact, even though it's not Prize Fighter, it is also just as impactful. Like, you know, pun intended, not intended or not. Just due to the fact that, you know, that's extra push power that is very much so what you'd want / need at any opportunity. As much as the Dark Catalyst, I think I need to take Prize Fighter just for the raw fact of if any of us get kills, that can easily snowball. And as much as I do love Catalyst, and I keep saying I will, you know, like, I love Chartreuse as the first and foremost trait. It's Julie. I feel we could just easily snowball way too low if things don't go our way. So instead, yeah, look for opportunities to spam kills. Julie used her stuff. Alright, well, there's Prize Fighter gone, unfortunately, so maybe not. I was hoping to get enough off Estelle if it came to that reach. Didn't link up with Dret immediately. That is such an unfortunate core. I mean, I could have probably evaded after Julie initially hit me too, but she just sent it. I'm underestimating how it's, oh, impact, so yeah. Just be smart. Don't be an idiot, Cruzy, because you did, like, lost your Prize Fighter stat, and then look at where that's getting you. Trying to be careful around Julie. She used her stuff, which is totally fine. That's going to keep the angle cutting difficult. Overcast! I was about to say, be careful of Julie here. Keep her battered and bruised. How much in the top? This way Julie's just going to be forced into a rough position. She really want to strike more off of that. Both Dret and I started moving up in the line, and there's just no role recognition, unfortunately. I can't believe she got away with that. That's annoying, considering how we should have had advantage state Dret afterwards. All good though, all good. Good punch, but Blobbo covers. Great cheat down by me. Keeping this in a hard state, and I'm just going to see if I can't get a good separation. Watch the top. I'm dead again, but that's decent hits in Julie. Yeah, her burst is out. Dret had to use his stuff now, but maybe if I can get a respawn and just immediately look at the girl. Juno lost the barrier though.
Now I'm angry.
Oh, this is gonna be at 50-50, yeah. Ah, dude, if I just didn't get clipped. I mean, granted, like I said, like, I lost my Prize Fighter early, but it's better for me to take Prize Fighter than Julie getting it, because then that could just be so much more on the kills overall. That's what it came to then. I would genuinely think probably Unstoppable or Big Fish is my thoughts here. Because I'd like to give myself a little bit of a buffer and be able to absorb a little bit more hits. It denies it from their goalie, who I'm ahead of, which is big enough to potentially stop any plays, and then it's just really just about seeing what we can do afterwards. The fact that I can absorb hits now is going to be very big for trying to help the offensive line when it comes to, since I'll be able to, yeah, exactly. So, force cooldowns, force hits, force problems, one way or another. Potential right there, potential. Let's say Dret's just gonna have to evade though, so it's a little problematic. But I got a good feed. I got a really damn good feed. Right, Julie used her shit, so instead, look for a cut. That is the overcast of the century, Cruzy. But that's the glitch pop of the century, Cruzy. Oh, we will take those. We will take those, very much so. I will be happy with that. So the problem that I'm just gonna always see is that both Dret and I, with having, you know, with having traits that require time to, you know, really idea span and brew and everything like that. Oh, if I cast that up there, that's still a dead Estelle, which is huge. So I'd say I shouldn't be afraid to move up on the line necessarily here, considering how I'm the one close to burst. Big hits. Nice try by me. Set to idea span. Very good patience. So you can't dash punch me necessarily just because, it's his face. Because I have Unstoppable, funny enough. Pressure forced. Let's see if I can't get a cutoff play potentially just from Firewall Sentry. Or, you know, Estelle drifted down, and because of that, that was a nice and just straightforward pass for Juno. Alright. Fact is, like, even though Dret's taking all the attention and he is dying, I'm getting to preserve my life a little bit more just due to having Prize Fighter and all. Not a Prize Fighter, Unstoppable. And that's allowing us to brew for ideas and hits. All overcast. Really good patience, though. Really nice stuff, boys. And that's Juno absolutely running with it. Great shutdowns plays. Oh, baby girl. That's a lockdown if I've seen one. 0-3 to 3-0 sets. That's just so huge, dude. Okay. Stinger is here, too. This is a very spicy draft, all things considered here. I think I'm probably going to take Stinger. That way I can really brawl back and forth. I was debating about taking Bulk Up for my own stature, but stature hasn't been a problem for me. So instead, if I take Stinger, then, like I said, any hits that I get can potentially fuel into the Prize Fighter win condition and allow us to brawl, really. Because even if Battle hits come out from Julie, and all, the fact is, I'm going to be residually causing problems, and doing cuts like so. Ooh. Another straightforward cut, and then I'm just gonna be a danger on the potential pitch. That's my line. Just watch the immediate top. Let's say we just can't let Julie get it in any retrospect here. Overcasted, but it's still beefed. So I'd say I'm immediately committing upwards so I can get the orb. Juno committed up with me, which could have been dangerous in case 50-50 was lost, because then Estelle would get it for free and then I'm out of position with no burst. But that's fine. In fact, as Julie did die there, so no stats. Great Blobbo. And that's just waiting it out. Wow, we can shut them out. I'll take this. That's an immediate burst play, and that's also me just knowing, hey, Estelle's being a little bit squeamish because he can't immediately just, you know, win against me in the burst war. Rather, I'm still just going to, you know, be able to cheat a lot more effectively since the piercing shot can't stun me, for instance. So instead, you can look for ways to really find other advantages on the play. Not the hits that we necessarily want. But say, I really want to fall back on this line here and see if we can't bully Julie out necessarily. Nice stuff. Ooh, the pushing coverage is just a little bit more than we would have wanted. But Dret can still find guarantees, potentially. Can keep the burn ticking on Julie, but she's just going to start running at us. Alright. Just a little rough. Dret did die at the top there, which stunted our play. But we still have the advantage overall, so not going to sweat it, because we just need one. They still need two more. So all good. And fact is, I also have my own life to play with, and of course my burst as well. I was about to say, this is a huge Julie cutoff opportunity. I can't believe I didn't actually get shit right there. I did just feed Julie some Catalyst hits, so I'm not going to watch that as a throw. And I was looking more at the core and not at Mako there, so I just threw my own life away. Nice barrier save. So my entire win condition of, you know, my burst and all is kind of gone after I committed. Ooh. It's a rough and tumble. This is really, really rough. Nice try, Dret. If I can keep, I was about to say, if I can keep the bird ticking on Julie, maybe I can find an angle with Stinger. Okay, that's a little rough. That's a little rough, but Drek and I potentially have our burst. It just comes down to, can we shut down Julie before she gets any more hits? It's gonna be tough because Lost Cannon stats and stats is really going to, of course, make it a residual problem at any and all times. Watch the top. I was about to say, deny Estelle the hit. Yeah, just bully Julie around. Don't let her get into the game potentially. That's huge! You have to burst. Yep. Great respectful burst. Great win, Juno. Great win. Alright. Fair enough. Great stuff, teammates. We will take that. That was scary once we couldn't get a confirm on Julie and she was able to have enough speed to just dash around. But my teammates were able to run it a little bit more, and I played a pretty decent midfield. I definitely beat a lot of the plays when it came to, but I also did find a few just easy through balls enough, and a few sneaky ways to keep feeding out to Dret whenever I did have the chance.